Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs. Before we get into the gameplay commentary, I just wanted to point something out to you guys that you may have already heard from me. You can now watch YouTube videos on your Xbox. There's a new application that allows you to do so on Xbox Live, and if you want to find out more about it, then feel free to click this annotation that will go up right now, and that will be Freddie Wong talking to you guys about more about the app. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. So the point of this gameplay commentary, I'm going to briefly talk about I'm going to mention a few things, and then I'll leave you guys with the gameplay to kind of observe what I mentioned in the commentary. Now, a patch just went out. I think it just went out today, actually, the date of this commentary, or no, 2 days before this commentary releases, where they removed all the Hitscan rapid fire weapons in the game, and they replaced them with their fast projectile shooting counterparts. And that is great news. That is great news, and I'll let you guys watch how effective it is here. Exactly, you can no longer just point and click on somebody. You have to lead your shots, so that's awesome. But Rangers, don't freak out because they have compensated for that. It seems like they shrunk the spread so that your shot is a little more true to its sights, or a little more true to your reticle. And it seems as though they've increased the damage as well. I can just rip through heavies now if they're not moving very quickly, and I think that that's a really interesting gameplay dynamic, gameplay mechanic change, because now I feel like the Ranger's not going to be so much more effective as a flag chaser than he will be as a heavy destroyer, and that's going to be interesting because heavies are typically really slow. They make for very easy targets, especially with your reticle. They're going to fit right in that spread, and you're probably never going to miss a bullet if you're in your effective range and you know how to aim, and you just rip right through them. So I think that they're going to be more or less a counter to heavies more than they are going to be flag chasers, and that's good because we really don't need rapid fire flag chasers making Pathfinder's lives that much harder, because it's already hard enough as it is to get away from half the shit in this game as a squishy Pathfinder, like turrets and the like. So that's awesome. So you can expect to see this change take place for every rapid fire gun in the game, every rapid fire hitscan gun in the game, along with the Technician's SMG, the Infiltrator's SMG. Pretty much every rapid fire hitscan gun in the game they've changed with projectiles, and that's epic. They still haven't tweaked with the Sentinel. I don't know if they will. I really hope they do. That thing can't stay. It's way overpowered. That thing is being abused left and right, but now we can actually vote kick people, so that's awesome. I don't know if I already mentioned that. There's a new feature that allows you to vote kick people by hitting the console and typing /vote kick. And none of this information, these are all patch notes that you can find by simply booting up the game and clicking read patch notes. I figured I'd just kind of make a commentary showing you guys exactly how effective these changes are, specifically with the Ranger's assault rifle and seeing how that behaves now as a projectile weapon. So if you want to see all of this information, there is much more than I'm going to go over. So be sure to simply click on read more patch notes when you boot up the game in Hi-Res's game manager or whatever, and you'll see all this information there. But I figured I'd just go over a few more things that I think are extremely or are more important than the rest of these changes. Let's see here. They've added new accolades, not really that important. They've added a spectator functionality. Projectile inheritance. That pretty much means, if I'm not mistaken, that your velocity gets added to the speed of your projectile. So meaning if your spin fuser goes at 100 or 300 kilometers per hour stock, and you're going 100 or 150 kilometers per hour, then that's going to be more of your velocity added to the spin fuser's velocity, making weapons faster, making projectile weapons faster if you're going faster. Now, I don't exactly have those numbers statistically telling you exactly how much, what's the percentage of your velocity that gets carried over into your spin fuser's velocity, but they simply say that it's been increased. So that's going to make things feel a little more natural. Your blue plates, I think, are going to come a lot easier, because it felt like the projectile inheritance was a little too slow. It felt like it was just constant. No matter how fast you were going, the blue plates would come out at the same speed. So you'd often see blue plates or discs shooting from above your head if you're dropping or whatever. And hopefully that goes away. and hopefully our lives are going to be a little easier as projectile classes, because projectile classes, in my opinion, should be king in this game, and that's why I'm really stoked to see the Ranger get a bit of a nerf or a bit of a gameplay mechanic change or alteration. A few other things, they've messed with some of the skill trees, specifically the soldier skill tree, the infiltrator skill tree, and something they tweak with for the Pathfinders, they've done away with the Iron Grip, which was a perk that pretty much decreased the range of the nitron nades from other Pathfinders, so that you could hold on to the flag a little bit better if a nitron nade was thrown at you. If it wasn't exactly as close as it should be, then you weren't going to drop it. It pretty much decreased the radius of the nitron nades, and they've done away with that perk, and now they've substituted in a perk that is called Reach, and what it allows you to do is grab the flag easier. You don't exactly have to put the flag between your legs anymore to grab the flag, although I haven't exactly seen what the effects are precisely, but pretty much what it does, what it says is that it increases the range that you're able to grab flags, and to me that doesn't sound very appealing at all, unless it makes it so that you can just, you know, touch the pad of the flag and run away with it. Then I think it's going to be a very useless perk, unless it can, you know, like I said, make it really like that easy to grab a flag, so you don't have to deal with claymores or turrets for too long or whatever, or you know, like constructs blocking your flight path or your ski path. Then I'd see it as a viable perk, but for now, based on what they've written, I don't see myself replacing Egocentric, the perk that allows you to do 30% less damage to yourself, or Bounty Hunter, which gives you 200 extra credits per kill. I don't see myself replacing it with those perks. So for now, that's not really that important. What else is important? So they've increased the Scrambler's default health pool, which means that you're going to see a little bit more people, a few more people using the Scrambler now, which is a very good class in my opinion, a very useful class, and it's a shame that not many people are using it, and I'm glad to see that they're buffing some of the less used classes that could be a lot more helpful than, you know, 30 people running Ranger and just slaying the entire game. So that's good. They've increased repair rates, which I'm not exactly too happy about. I don't like the idea of things repairing faster, because you know, it's generators are, I don't know. I don't like turrets. I think that turrets are annoying, but you know, that's just a personal bias, I guess. But I do feel like turrets are a little too good. So, but then again, I haven't really tried the Scrambler Squirrely perk, which decreases the amount of time that turrets take to lock onto you by 20%. So I think that's going to really change my opinion after I've given that a shot and used that in combination with the Pathfinder and Egocentric to make flag capping a lot easier. But for now, I don't really like the idea of making things easier to repair, seeing as how it's really easy to repair anyways if you have two people working on something. But then again, I can't understand why they would do that, seeing as how maps are so small. It's really easy to just destroy something and get across a map and fix a generator, destroy the generator again anyways. So that's interesting. I'm eager to see how that's going to work. What else have they changed? They've made it so that when you call in a supply drop or an inventory station, it no longer gives you a quick health boost or a health regen boost. So that's going to be useful for chasing down flag cappers, because they're not going to be able to give themselves health by calling in a inventory station anymore. But then again, that's kind of, you know, it kind of shits on everybody else using it for different reasons. So we're gonna see how that works. It's going to increase the value of generators, making you need to go back to your home base if you want health, which is interesting. It's a good thing, and at the same time it's a bad thing, but we'll see how that works. We can't really judge. It's a little too early. What else have they really changed? I think that's pretty much it. They've increased starting ammo on Soldiers, Spin Fuser, Pathfinder, Spin Fuser, and Jumpers, Bolt Launcher, and Juggernaut's Heavy Spin Fuser. Which is good in any way that you can buff projectile Spin Fuser classes. I'm all for it. I think that you know, projectile based classes need to be better in this game. And with this change in, you know, with this addition of projectile weapons, more projectile weapons, and the buffs in Spin Fusers and projectile based classes, I think that we're going to have a much more true to the series tribes game than we've been playing so far. And you know, I can't really speak too much about that because I'm not a tribes vet, but I do know that projectile weapons should not be, I mean, hitscan weapons should not be king in a tribes game. and from that point of view, I think that we're going to see a much better game as a result of these patch notes. Now, if we could just do something about that Sentinel, then I'd be pretty much fucking content. I'd have very few complaints to make with this game anymore if we could do something about that Sentinel, because that Sentinel, to be honest, if the Sentinel could only put down one Claymore and his jammer only hid his position and didn't fuck with Infiltrator's stealth, then I think that his equipment would be balanced in that respect. But then again, there's also the matter of nerfing his sniper rifle, because that thing is a little too easy to use. There's not enough penalty for missing a shot. You can spam it and take out lights all day. You get a ton of starting ammo. If they made it so that, you know, you only had like 10 bullets, that would be awesome. If they made it so that it would consume your entire energy meter and you'd have to wait another, you know, energy regen to fire another shot, that'd be awesome. There'd be more of a penalty to miss. But we'll see how that really works out. I know that Hi-Rez is looking at these things and they want to make the experience much better for the rest of us. So I am pretty confident in their patching abilities to balance this game and pretty much nerf that Sentinel, because you pretty much can't do anything with a Sentinel, with a decent Sentinel on the field. You can't cap a flag until he's dead, and that's kind of bullshit. But anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. There are a few more changes if you want to find these changes, these patch notes. Like I said, these aren't exclusive to me. They didn't hand me these patch notes and say, hey, we're giving you the inside scoop, make a video about it. I don't want to be like a Woody's gamer tag. I just want to let you guys know that you guys can find these patch notes on you know, on the content manager for the game, and as soon as you boot it up, just hit read full patch notes and you'll see all this information and more. But thanks for watching, bros. Like and favorite the video if you really enjoyed it, and help me grow, especially with YouTube sub boxes being as stupid as they are right now. It really helps me out. And is it really a Jugs game if I don't kill myself with my own explosive? I don't think so, but there you go. If you were looking for it, there it is. So thanks for watching, bros. Peace out. This has been Jugs.